Call the meeting to order.
All requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been met for this meeting in the West Orange Heights District Board of Education. Notice was sent to the Morris County Clerk and the clerks of the municipalities comprising the regional district, the Observer Tribune, the Daily Record, and the Star Ledger. Notice was also posted in the District Administration Building, Westmore Central High School, Westmore Wyndham High School, and on the Westmore Regional website. Mr. Butler. Present. Mrs. Forrester.
Here.
Mr. Galida. Mrs. Gilmet.
Here.
Mr. Johnston.
Here.
Mr. Lobron. Here. Mr. Perillo. Mr. Shar. Here. Mr. Schramm. Here. Madison Allworth.
Present.
Charles Durkin. We do have a form.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the August 23rd regular meeting as amended? So moved.
What was the amendment?
Was the number on Business the project number correct? Page 56, the number should have been 0301.
Where?
Number 19 on page 56, 58.
It's a project number 5660030101001. It had been approved with a 5660030091001.
Okay.
That's a correct estimate.
Okay. Mary, I have another correction. On the,
Jamie, I'm sorry, we need a second. I have a
what is
question, but approving the minutes before we can discuss the meeting in a second. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jim. Okay, discussion. James, go ahead.
On the preceding page, 5667, third sentence, Tim Malloy should be Tim Aloya, spelled A-L-O-I-A.
Oh, A-L-O. Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? I have a motion to approve the minutes from the special meeting on August 31st.
So moved.
You got the first one? Yeah. Second?
Second.
Dave, thank you. Discussion? All in favor?
There were minority views that the board would not accept that were presented by Mr. Button or Mrs. Gannett, and I would like to add it to those minutes if we could. I guess I'm proposing an amendment.
Or can we do that when we discuss the budget and old business?
Either way, it's fine with me. We can discuss it later.
If we didn't include the goals in the minutes? So if we-
All right, yeah,
Then?
okay,
That
that's
work?
fine, yep.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Work session. Dr. D'Souza, can you please?
Sure. We're joined this evening by our student representatives, Madison Allworth from West Morris Central and Charles Durkin from West Morris Mendham. Welcome. Thanks very much for agreeing to participate in this. And could you folks just introduce yourselves very quickly?
Hi, I'm a student at West Morris Central. I'm a senior, and my name is Madison Allworth, as he said, and I'm very happy to join you all today.
I'm Charlie Durkin. I'm a senior over at Mendham High School, and I'm also glad to be here.
Glad to hear it also.
And throughout the course of the year, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to evaluate things up. Okay?
Dr. Hunter.
I'm always amazed by what our teachers do during the regular school year, all they give to our students and give to our entire communities. But I've become increasingly aware of the wonderful opportunities that our teachers take advantage of in the summer. When I was a very little girl, I lived next to a teacher who was retired. She actually taught in the years about 1900. She was an older lady. And she used to play with me when I was a little girl. And one of the questions I asked her one time, because she told me that she had traveled to, which I thought was an exotic place, and I still do, she had traveled to Arizona, she had traveled to California, and of course from a girl from New Jersey, that was a very, very long place, and I was 4 and 5 years old when she talked to me about that. So I finally said to her, well, you're a teacher, so is that what you do on your summer vacations? And she said, yes. And it always stuck with me that teachers travel, they learn, they are teachers 24/7, 12 months a year. So when I became aware of the opportunities that some of our teachers were taking advantage of, I decided to focus on the science department. They're not the only ones who did dramatic things this summer, but because I've been working so closely with the science department, I decided to focus on what 3 of the members of the science department did. I'm very grateful that they came here tonight to share their experiences. And so Margaret Sheldon from Central, Nicole Conlon from Mendham. I'm really glad Nicole is here. The baby is, it'll be 9 months on Wednesday, so I'm really glad that I got her to come. And Bruce Tadika from Mendham. So we're going to go in alphabetical order. They're going to explain what they did on their summer vacation. So thank you so much. Nicole first.
I'm Nicole Pavlin, and I teach science at Mendham, like Dr. Hunter said. This is my 4th year, and I have a new adventure coming on the way. So, but I did have a couple adventures over the past couple summers that I'd like to talk to you all about. And before I talk about that, I just want to say that it's been a pleasure, these past few years working with such a dedicated and passionate group of people. So it's really a great environment. My travels really didn't go too far. They were both in New Jersey. But I wanted to work locally so I could bring things in that made sense to the students and places that they'd been before too. So, my first place I went was the Barnegat Bay, which I'm sure many people in here had plenty of experiences. So I applied for a project through Earthwatch, and it was funded by the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation. All expenses paid. So I was down there in August. We were studying Diamondback pteropods. So this first experience, August 2009, this was more being out in the field, and we would go out and work with a team from Drexel University, as well as some volunteers. And we would go out and we did a mark and recapture study, and we also would bring them back to the lab and study them to see how they're physically doing as well, as far as their size, their age, have they been hit by a boat, or what kind of accidents might they have gotten into. So like I said, I'm sure almost everybody's familiar with this area. We were actually at a place right across from the lighthouse, the Barnegat Lighthouse, and I actually climbed up the whole lighthouse. And we were centered at a place sponsored by the Division of Fish and Wildlife. It was all, like I said, my program was sponsored by the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation. But I got to work with professors, grad students. I got to work with a lot of really active volunteers. And it was wonderful to be out in the marshes of New Jersey. I love that environment. Some people might not, but I really love it. And I also got to practice some techniques as far as weighing them, measuring them, recording different features about them, and taking blood samples, and there's some genetic studies that they did as well. And I still keep in touch with my teammates and it's really neat to be involved with people that are very passionate about ecology as well.